Hi, my name is Alyssa Lambert, and I'm an admissions counselor at Northern Michigan University, and I'm here today to chat with you a little bit about NMU. If you've already visited with us, or if you've heard of NMU before, I'm also here to update some of that information, as quite a few things have changed over the past couple of months. Okay, so before I dive into some statistics and facts about NMU, I want to get real for a second. This year has been different from any other, and it continues to be a little bit different. Every college is on a learning curve right now, as none of us could have planned for what is happening. We've updated some policies and have added some resources to keep our students safe, healthy, and successful. One of these new policies is a test blind admissions policy. I know a few of you probably planned to take the ACT or the SAT last spring or over the summer, and these tests have been canceled. For students applying for fall of 2021, standardized test scores will not be considered when making an admissions decision. Basically, the admissions decision will be made based on just your high school GPA. We have found that a student's high school GPA is a better indicator of how they will perform in college anyway. Applicants with a high school GPA of 2.25 or higher can expect to be admitted to NMU. If you have less than a 2.25 high school GPA, you may be conditionally admitted with the condition that you participate in academic support programming. NMU is looking to make more permanent changes to our admissions policy for students applying after fall of 2021, so stay tuned for that. You can apply to NMU anytime you finish the 11th grade. To apply, you go to the NMU admissions homepage and then click the apply button and fill out the undergraduate application. There are no letters of recommendation or essays that are required with our application. So once you've completed this part of the application, we will need the $35 application fee or the fee waiver form and your official high school transcripts. If you have ACT or SAT scores, we will accept them, but the admissions decision will not consider them. Once we have all of those admissions materials, we will make an admissions decision in about 2 weeks. NMU does have rolling admissions, so there is no deadline to apply, but the sooner you fill everything out, the sooner you can get a decision and make a more informed decision about where you are going to go to college. Even if you don't submit any test scores, there are still scholarship opportunities for you as well. Our Wildcat Achievement scholarships are awarded automatically once you apply based on your GPA and a test score if you end up submitting one, and they range from $1,000 to $5,000 per year. These scholarships can automatically be renewed for 4 years if you keep an NMU GPA of 3.0. If you feel safe enough and comfortable enough to take the ACT or the SAT this year, we will accept those scores for scholarship consideration. You can submit these scores pretty much up until you enroll at NMU, and we will always award based on your highest composite score. So same goes if you have a stellar senior year and you raise your GPA. For our out-of-state students, we also have the National Academic Award and the NMU Incentive Fund, which are more automatic scholarships that are awarded based on your high school GPA. These scholarships are meant to close the gap between out-of-state and in-state tuition, and they can be stacked on top of the Wildcat Achievement Awards and can also be renewed for up to 4 years. While we're on the topic of tuition and cost, NMU does have the second cheapest tuition of all the public universities in Michigan. Our tuition includes a flat rate, so anything between 12 and 16 credits costs the exact same. That price also includes a laptop that will have all the programs you need for any major on campus. We encourage students to fill out the FAFSA, and our financial aid office is more than willing to assist you complete your FAFSA form and answer any questions you may have about paying for college, whether it's while you're still looking at colleges or while you're a current student here. Here's some more numbers for you. NMU has about 7,600 students. It is a mid-sized university with advantages of both a smaller community and a large university. Because of our size, we can offer you small class sizes. It's pretty similar to what you may see in your high school. Our average lecture size is 28, our average lab size is 15, and our average seminar size is also 15. The closer you get to finishing your degree, the smaller your classes are going to be, the more familiar faces you'll see in your classes, and the more you're going to get to know your professors. We have a 20-to-1 student-to-teacher ratio on campus, and our faculty members are encouraged to be available for students and to create lasting connections that can one day turn into jobs, internships, or at the very minimum, letters of recommendation. Now let's talk about majors. So students can choose from 177 different programs to study while at NMU. Nursing, biology, art and design, criminal justice, and education are among our most popular. Some of our programs are pretty innovative. Our indoor agriculture associate's degree not only prepares students to work in the cannabis industry by owning their own growing operation, but they will also learn about how to address agricultural shortages and climate issues. We also have just introduced several new degrees in theater and entertainment arts, including dance, musical theater, and theater technology and design. At the end of the day, students are overall pleased with their NMU experience. 91% of graduates said if they could choose NMU for college all over again, they would. I am included in the statistics. I graduated from NMU and I would 100% choose NMU again. If you're not sure about what you want to study, that's not a problem at all. We have support for students who aren't sure about what their major is, mainly through our Academic and Career Advisement Center, or ACAC. ACAC's website has a list of brochures you can download to explore what type of jobs you can get if you have a certain major in college. But they can also provide you with self-assessments to determine your strengths and how this fit into a potential career. These same supports are available to students who are questioning their program choice. A large number of students change their major at least once while they're in college. It's okay not to know. Again, speaking from personal experience, I changed my major 5 times and I still don't work in the field I have a degree in. So sometimes you don't always end up where you think you're going to. If you fall behind on in your courses, or you feel like you may need additional help with a lesson or two, you can always reach out to your professor during their office hours. Like I talked about earlier, here at NMU, we really want to make sure that you can set yourself up for success, and our professors want to help you do that. We also offer free on-campus tutoring for all students in 2 locations, as well as a writing center that can help you proofread or begin research papers. And on a more serious note, if you're feeling overwhelmed, have trouble transitioning into university life, or you have concerns about mental health, there are free counseling and mental health services available to all students. There are plenty of people on campus who want you to succeed, including your professors, the counseling center staff, your academic advisors, and the housing and residence life staff. So I think it's important to be aware of some of these resources before you get to campus. We want you to feel connected and comfortable on campus, especially since so many of you will be hours away from your hometowns. Your living space is somewhere that you should feel comfortable, so let's chat about housing. NMU does have a 2-year housing requirement, so you can expect to live in the residence halls for your first 2 years on campus. We have 2 different types of residence halls. We have the Quad and the Woods. The Woods are our newest residence hall complex, and students often choose these because they love the updated look and modern feel that these buildings provide. The Quad is our more traditional residence hall experience. They are LEED certified and have built great communities for you to feel right at home. Both room styles in the Quad and the Woods are suite style, meaning that there are 2 people to a room and 4 people to a bathroom. There's no sharing your bathroom with your entire residence hall floor, which as a student, I found great. All of the rooms come with a bed, dresser, desk, and some closet space, but you can always rearrange the room to your liking and personalize it to make it feel more like home. Some students even hang their hammocks under their lofts for maximum comfort. We do not have any freshman-specific housing, so as a first-time college student, you will be able to live in the Quad or the Woods, anywhere in those buildings. Our residence halls are also divided up into smaller units called houses. It's kind of like Harry Potter. They have Slytherin and Gryffindor, but at NMU we have Arctic House, the Attic, and Mount Olympus. Each house has their own personality, and many even have cool paintings on the walls. Each house is made up of 1 resident advisor and about 50 students. The resident advisor's job is to make sure that you feel comfortable in your living space and you feel connected to the people living around you. They do this by interacting with residents and getting to know them and helping the rest of the house in fun opportunities to hang out, like game nights or movie nights. Some even get teams together to play intramural sports. So this is some of my experience at NMU. I was the resident advisor of Mount Olympus House. We did a paint project, which was super cool. We went on a kayaking trip and I fell in twice and my residents thought it was the funniest thing in the world. And then the top right corner is us participating in Make a Difference Day, which is a campus-wide community service event. So in addition to feeling connected in your residence hall, you can make connections with other students that have similar interests through student organizations and sports. For sports, we have options on the varsity, club, and intramural levels, so there is sure to be a team for you no matter if you're a beginner or on your way to mastering a sport. We also have over 300 student organizations on campus, all ranging in mission and purpose. There are some related to academic programs like the Pre-Med Club, some that are community service oriented like Marquette Ending Hunger, some that are special interests that connect students by one shared hobby or interest like video games or knitting or movies. There's pretty much a student organization for all interests that you can think of. If there is not one that relates to your specific interest, it's super easy to start your own student organization on campus. All you need is yourself, a faculty or staff advisor, and a couple minutes of paperwork from our Center for Student Enrichment. And once all of that is filed, you'll be a registered student organization. You can rent classroom space for your meetings, and you can also have opportunities to talk to both current and prospective students to gain some interest in your club. We also have a number of diversity organizations such as the Black Student Union, Queers and Allies, and the Muslim Student Association. Inclusion is one of NMU's core values, and on-campus resources like the Multicultural Education Resource Center, Disability Services, and first-generation student services ensure that Northern is a safe and welcoming place for all students. There are various programs and on-campus events that allow you to share your experiences, as well as learn about others who have vastly different experiences. Learning is something that is done both inside and outside of the classroom, and at NMU, we think it's important to have more than one perspective of the world, as well as more than one perspective on current issues. We certainly encourage insightful conversations about all of our differences, both inside and outside of the classroom. And outside of the classroom, you're sure to find a welcoming and accepting community off campus too. NMU is located in Marquette, Michigan, which is a beautiful place to be year-round. Marquette is the largest city in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan with a population of about 21,000 people. That may seem a bit small to some people coming from more metropolitan areas, but there's tons of great local restaurants and stores, as well as bigger stores like Target and Meijer and Walmart. A fun fact about Marquette is that it was rated one of the safest college towns in America by a SafeWise report, so your parents won't have to worry too much about sending you away to college. The biggest rumor about NMU is that we get a lot of snow, and let me tell you, it's definitely true. We get more than 14 feet per year on average, and as an NMU student, you can rent cross-country skiing or snowshoeing equipment on campus to explore, or you can go skiing or snowboarding at Marquette Mountain. If all of this sounds great and you want to learn more, we are offering virtual visits so you can get a better feel for campus. You can also set up personal meetings with an admissions counselor like myself, departments like financial aid, or a faculty member from your academic department. We are also offering a limited number of on-campus visits, so if you feel comfortable visiting campus and want to do so, you can find more information on our visit website. And that's all the time I have with you today. I hope you enjoyed hearing a little bit more about NMU. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our main office to be connected with your personal admissions counselor. We're here to help you with the application process, to answer any questions you have about NMU, or try to help you plan for these unpredictable times. We know that going to college is a stressful process, navigating the financial aid and the orientation and when deposits are due. That can all be really stressful, but there's an added level of stress when you consider COVID-19 and the pandemic that we're currently in. We really want to help you. We're here for you, and we look forward to hearing from you.